Yo, this Young Lil album is the best of all time. I can't wait to talk to Taylor about it, man. This is gonna be the greatest thing ever.
Yo,
Yo, what's good, Taylor? How you doing?
I hate this album.
Do you have to clean your ears first?
My
What's wrong with you?
girlfriend said everything I play in the car scares her. She said I lost all my taste,
Clearly.
and I need your help.
Well, what am I supposed to do about it? You want me to order you Q-tips?
No, I need hoodies. I need a beanie. I need t-shirts. I need you to help.
All right, I'll see what I can do. I can send you this beanie, but everything else we're gonna have to see. Introducing the 2023 Old Milk Collection. This collection, comprised of hoodies, t-shirts, beanies, and stickers designed by Nate Spurlin, is guaranteed to show everyone your superior style and taste. Man, I hope Taylor doesn't scare the viewers with that bummy outfit. Oh,
Yo.
no bummy outfit today. Look at that.
No, I'm much better. The album sounded better. Everything is better. All thanks to Old Milk.
Rush over to oldmilk.co to shop the 2023 Old Milk Collection today. All right, welcome back. This is Capnotes episode 8. My name is Nate Spurlin. Thank you for listening on YouTube, watching on Spotify. Actually, you're watching on YouTube and you're listening on Spotify, but you can watch on Spotify too, just in case you didn't know that. But anyway, thank you for watching on YouTube, listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and more. Do us a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But also Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Old Milk Media, and check out all the Old Milk content on oldmilk.co. On this episode of Capnotes, we will be discussing Why Would I Stop by Quality. The album is 12 tracks, 34 minutes long, featuring Tiana Simone twice, Mel Doro, Empath T, and Jasmine T. There will be a link to the album in the description below. That being said, Quality, thank you for joining us and coming on the show to talk about your new album. How are you doing today?
Doing well, brother. I can't complain. Good Sunday football, So, it's always a good day. Sunday football is always Gucci. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. Life is good, brother. I cannot complain. I'm in a good space.
Agreed. Happy to see you in a good space, especially with everything going on right now. It
Right.
seems to be more and more rare that we find people in a good space. So whatever you're doing to maintain that, keep doing it. I know on my end, I'm trying to do what I can to maintain my good space as
Right.
well.
Right.
So getting into it, I just do want to give you a few of my thoughts before we get into some of the questions about this album. I think that on each beat, each beat each beat gives me a sense of professionalism from just like the choices that were made on each beat. And on some of the beats, especially the first and second track, A New Era and Rookie of the Year, there's a level of elegance that I also appreciate there. And because of that, also like just I think if I were to sum this album up in a word, I would say consistency, because I think that there's a consistent level of storytelling from track to track. And then there's also like it's cohesive, it fits together. There are different vibes there, but then at the same time, you do give us just like something where it's not like a complete shock where one song is kind of like calm and more like with the flow, and then the next song is like some hype shit. Like it's very consistent. It's a very enjoyable listen. So I do appreciate the cohesiveness with that, and the consistent wordplay throughout as well. Like it's your pen is really showing. I do appreciate I think it was either track 1 or track 2. You said that you're going to show us about your pen, and you continue to do that throughout the rest of the album. So it's really nice to see someone write a check and then cash it, because like a lot of people don't do that. So that being said, getting into the conversation and now asking you some questions about this album. My first question is, I want you to give me a track by track breakdown of what you were looking for in the production and why. I'm going to tell you the name of the track, and then you can answer it in a phrase or in a sentence, however you feel. A New Era.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, caught me off guard. Where you was gonna go, but A New Era. I wanted the production. If I could put it in a phrase, I wanted it to blend between like elegance that we felt from the past, but also to me being like bringing some youthfulness, if that makes sense. So an elegance from the past and trying to bridge a gap between the past and today. So that's what I wanted in terms of the production, because it starts off like like a jazzy feel, like if we was at a coffee shop, like an open mic kind of vibe, and then it transfers over to like it's just now it's the beat is hard, and now it's kind of like bobbing your head. So yeah, I would say I don't care, I can put it in a word, but definitely elegance meets now, if that makes sense. That's what I'm going for. Shout out
Gotcha.
Esco. Esco, he's the one that made that beat. Yeah, man, my
He
guy
did a
Esco.
good job. Really good job.
Yeah. He
Just so you
he did.
know, we're going track by track in the order that you organized the album. So
Okay,
we're going from
bet,
intro, and then the last one's gonna be the outro.
bet.
Second track, Rookie of the Year. What were you looking for in that production?
Shout out my brother Malik. He made that beat. He changed his producer name, so I don't know which name. It was Jadick. I don't know which name he goes by, but my brother Malik. I wanted something. I wanted something energetic, something that I think I thought could when I'm like, because I envisioned myself doing concert shows like Rolling Loud one day, and at least having one of those records, you know. So that's what I wanted to give, something energetic, and it was different for me. I don't know, like when you listen, I tried to I was doing my best to find a pocket because it was like different from any other the beats I really was working on for real. So definitely it was a challenging, but yeah, energetic. I would say that was the beat, the kind of vibe I was going for Rookie of the Year.
I'm back.
Man, hunger. That's what I could say. That's what I wanted. That beat, it needed to be hunger because like I'm back is a statement. You know, everybody has done said I'm back from something. So I wanted that beat to feel like hunger. I wanted to capture you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted. Like a beat that's just the drums just hit, and it's minimal, it's simple, but it's hitting. You get what I'm saying? That you could just be like, it's just that New York hunger that I wanted from that beat. So hell yeah.
Bandit.
Bandit, shout out my brother MJ. He made that beat. I made that song just to give a quick little thing. I made that song I wrote that song like probably like 2019. I already had that already like 4 years ago. Some of these records, we'll get into all of that, but I wanted, man, for Bandit. Let me give you a word, a phrase. I just wanted something like cool, like a coolness. Oh, I feel like cold weather, but just warm. If that makes sense. Like I'm in a crib together. It's like a coziness, but it's cold outside. That type of vibe. I wanted like that, because the record is very emotional and it's very deep and it's very vulnerable. I said a lot of things in there that I normally, you know, I think gives, which is one of my strongest strengths, which is my authenticity and just literally writing about my life. So that's what I wanted to go for, something cozy esque.
Hard to trust.
Hard to trust. I try to do my best to kind of. That's another beat by Esco. I try to do my best to give my best impression of a pop record. Kind of tried to do that because of the way how it sounded. Still challenging myself. And the different types of beats that I work on. But yeah, I think like that was like my best, try to do my best impression of a pop record. Like that's the only thing I could think of. Like when it comes down to the bridge and the hook, like that's, if you listen to the other songs, I don't really have a bridge hook. That's what I was doing. And then the repeated bridge hook. So it's certain things I just was doing as a writer. I just wanted to try out. So yeah, I would say like poppy-esque. That's what I was trying to go for.
Captured.
I wanted something sensual. Biggest thing I could say, sensual. I didn't really have a record like, I don't really have too many records like that in my discography. So I really wanted to like let people know like this is a side of me that I could definitely get into. So I wanted something sensual, something sexy, seductive, that type of vibe. That's what I was going for that production.
Domino effect.
Domino effect. I needed something. What's the word? I want to say atmospheric, if that's a word. Something like that. Something animated. That's the word. I wanted animated. I wanted something like that. And that's another beat by my brother MJ. Yeah, something animated. And another thing, sir, some of these records, some of these beats was kind of like, I didn't say to my producers like, yo, bro, I need something animated. They just created these things and sent it to me. And I was like, okay, I like this right here. And this is what I'm gonna work with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he cooked that up for me. And that's another record. I know we're gonna get into a little breakdown of that. But yeah, some animated.
Preparation.
I needed something like that production. That's another one by Esco. I just want to shout out all the producers that worked on it, the project. But I would say something because it's just it's a head nod. It's a smoothness that I wanted, like a smooth rap. you know, something like that I try to like do smooth rap. I'm not trying to be too lyrical, miracle. I just really want to like just want to say exactly what I want to say on this record. Get to the point, but also to do it in the most smoothest way that is at least enjoyable. So the production, I say it was smooth, hard beat, but still a sleekness, a smoothness, you know. Yeah.
Humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings. I wanted something like that felt elegant, get into another life, get into another level, another luxury. Like you know, like you know, that's the type of vibe I was going for. Something luxury, just good, like feeling like yo, like I wanted. That's why I started the shit off. Like I wanted everybody to be quiet. It's like we had a dinner table, you know, and it's nothing but everybody around me that's like we empowered, we rich, not just money, but just mental and health. Like yeah, that's what I wanted. Something luxurious, something elegant. That's the production that I was going for that.
Lifestyle.
Just wanted to have fun. That was during quarantine. I just wanted something. And I don't really have any records like that. Like, I guess I try to make my like club record s type of feel, type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I wanted. I wanted like something like you could like I guess dance to. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bop. You know, nothing too crazy. So yeah, that's what I was going for.
Ain't going back.
Ain't going back. Something I would say. I'm emotional. I wanted to play on the heart. You know what I'm saying? With that production, you could just hear it in the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just, you know, it's just like emotional. I just wanted to, you know, like if you could tear, like do a tear, like something like that, but not too emotional. But that's really the vibe that I wanted for that production because I wanted to be vulnerable and you know just express myself from that story from and going back, you know, from my past to where I'm at now.
And finally, clarity.
Um, Completion. That's what I want in terms of the production, like completion. Um, Man, what else I could say about the production? Also, still in that grain of this, like a mixture of the smoothness, mixture of the elegant sound, the mixture of like rags to riches, that type of vibe. I wanted that for clarity, and I think we captured that. Yeah, hell yeah.
So if I had to give you one critique, I think that the
Please do,
critique would
please do.
be that on, for example, on I'm Back, I would have appreciated at the end when you say let's go for because we just spent like what, like 5-6 minutes talking about the production. I
Yeah,
feel like at the end, it kind of throws me off a little bit when you just cut it off at the end after your last vocal versus letting the
yeah,
beat rock out a little bit, because all these beats are really really good, and I think that even like you yourself, I think you would agree that um the producers did their thing, and through
yeah.
that they I don't want to say respect because it's not like you are disrespectful to them, but
Right,
like they deserve to have their shine, and you could do that in a way where after your last vocal let the beat ride out and then have it kind of close out the song for the last 10-15 seconds maybe. I mean, obviously you don't want to make it too lengthy either because then people are
right,
gonna like leave, but at the
right.
same time, like I think that there could have been more points where the beats shine, just specifically at the end. And it's
Gotcha.
just like as a listener, like it's just a pet peeve of mine when artists like their last vocal and then like because I'm enjoying the beat and then the last
Right,
vocal and then it just stops and it's like, okay, well, I kind of wanted to hear the beat a little bit more. Like I appreciated everything else, but
right, right.
so my question to you is, why did you decide to just cut it off there instead of letting it ride out a little bit more?
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I got it was a two track, and basically a two track is in producer music world. It's just basically an MP3. I didn't
Mm,
have the track out of that beat, so if I had the track out, I would have probably been able to do that. But another reason probably why that's just the real truth. Why it's like that, like the way how that beat was sent to me, that's exactly what I did with it. But I think another reason too, I ended it like that is just like when I said let's go, it was just like I took y'all on a whole journey with me,
yeah.
like from start to finish. My boy Mel, Shaw Mel Duro, on like just speaking on it. Like I took y'all on a whole journey of rapping and talking, from him talking to him hyping me up. Like I wanted that record to feel like um like a boxing match, and you know what I'm saying, and it's they play that song right there to get them ready for their fight. Also, too, I have the visions of me rapping that song, walking out a fighter. I don't know who that may be. I pray I could do that because that's really the intentions of the record. But ending it off like that, I just was like, I feel like job well done, man. I said everything I needed to say. I took y'all on this journey. I'm gonna end it like that. Let's go. And then now we into the next phase of the project. So I think that's one of the reasons why. Just a transitional kind of S type of vibe, you know?
Understood.
Yeah.
Talk about Tiana Simone. You feature her on your album twice.
Love Tiana. Love.
What about her voice do you feel complements the vibe that you established on Captured and Preparation?
Man, first off, shout out to Tiana, man. She's one of my favorite artists. We went to college together, Buff State. So uh with her, man, her voice, she just got this. I don't even want to compare her to anyone. I want to give her own lane. She just has this softness to her voice, but also too it has a there's a I guess maybe a churchy vibe as kind of. So you could just tell when a singer be singing in the church versus someone who was just I think like just building from wherever they're building from. So like that when you have that church type of experience, you just know how to hit a like what I'm saying, just know how to hit your vocals or hit a track a certain type of way. So yeah, definitely her son about her voice, man. She just got that smooth, nice, like it just sets like she just got the perfect voice for the beats that I pick. And but also too like capture like I just wanted to work with her. I just like working with her. We got other records in the tuck, but these two records, I definitely want us to just wanted to let her shine with her vocals, and just continue to keep working with her because she's a dope ass artist and person. So shout out to Tiana.
All right. Last point question before we get out of here.
Yeah.
So when I first hear Ain't Going Back, I immediately think in my head outro. And then I hear Clarity, and then I'm like, okay, because off first listen, I'm like, okay, if Clarity sounds nothing like an outro, I'm gonna be tight. But Clarity does sound like an outro. So my question to you is, did you intend for one of them to be the outro? And if not, did you struggle between these two tracks being the outro?
I'm glad you picked that up, bro, because I did. Because they both sound like outros. So I'm like, damn, they both sound like outros. At first, Clarity was actually supposed to be. It felt like an intro too to me. That's what was that's a weird thing. But I definitely had trouble between those two. But I was like, man, I didn't want to end on Ain't Going Back. Like I didn't want it to end like so emotional. Like I just felt like it just needed one more thing to just close the chapter, if that makes sense. And I thought Clarity just sounded like it's clear. The word clarity. It's like when you got clarity, you're like, oh, okay, everything makes sense. Cool. You get what I'm saying? It's a sense of settledness. So I just thought like clarity would definitely would be the one. And before I even just continue on, my brother Tariq and MJ, the producer, they executive produced this project. They were me and them too, we definitely kind of sequenced the records and we went through it together. So those more so like they did more of the work on that end. So they kind of did the best work in terms of sequencing. Now, one thing I wanted to add, I don't know if you're gonna bring it up, but when I listen to the project, right, I feel like I could have swapped, like we could have swapped I'm Back in Rookie of the Year. I feel like going from New Era to I'm Back would have been, I think I would have probably like, if I would do it again, I would have probably did that. But then again, I trust my brother. He said, nah, bro, I think you want to start off Rookie of the Year because like you just stamping that and you letting the people know like this is the first thing I want them to know that I'm the Rookie of the Year. So I went with it, but that's the only thing I'm like, damn, I don't, every time I listen to the project, I'm like, I don't know, the way I'm back and then a new era, I don't know. But yeah, man.
I can definitely see that because I think the reason why I recognize a new era as the intro, I feel like is also because you have that podcast in the beginning of it. And I think because of that, that kind of lends itself to building the atmosphere for the album. But I do see what you're talking about because also I think I mean, with a track like "I'm Back," and then you're talking about how you're back, like that can be a really good intro too. Rookie of
Right,
the Year could also be a good intro too. So it's
right.
and I think that goes to a testament, or it serves as a testament for how how consistent you were on this album, I should say,
Yeah,
because you have 3 tracks that could potentially be intros, you have 2 tracks that could potentially be outros.
yeah,
It just shows the consistency across the board, and
yeah,
I don't really think there's a wrong answer per se. Like everybody has their preferences, but
yeah.
in that, just the ability to have multiple tracks that could serve multiple purposes is very important and very impressive from
Right.
any artist, because some of these artists, like, they don't understand, like, okay, like I need to sequence my shit so that people will actually want to listen to the next song, and how do I get from song A to song B to song C to song D. So hearing
Exactly.
that you have 3 song A's and you're still able to place them in a way where the to the ear it makes sense is very
Yeah,
impressive.
I appreciate it, man. I can't take the credit though. Like, you feel me? I gotta, like I said, I gotta give it to, MJ and Todd. They really did a lot of work with, like, behind the scenes with executive, like, sequencing and shit like that. Me and Todd, we in the studio, like, Kawhi, I think this should be here, there, here, or even like even pushing me to the point like, nah, Kawhi, like Rookie of the Year, that first verse, I have a whole different verse. Him telling me like, nah, I think you should come on it like this and talk about this. So I think that I like one of the main reasons why I like this project, not just for the music, but like I see the advancement that I'm going by adding pieces of to my team, and during doing things like, yo, listen, because I'm understanding, like, I can't do this shit by myself. That
Mhm.
one man army shit, that shit's played out, bro. Like, I need other pieces. I can't sit here and make the music, record the music, market, all of that, and then see. I'm just putting people now. This project helped me realize um how I'm getting more wiser as a leader, and just putting people in a position to do things that I may either not have the time to do, or I might not have the strength. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know. I could see, you could say, ask me, I wouldn't know what would be the hit. Like, also too, a new era, that intro, like, that is one of the most favorite. Like, a lot of people has hit me about that record, and I did
Mhm.
not expect nobody to like that shit. Not saying I didn't expect nobody to like it. I just didn't expect that to be the favorite.
Mhm.
So I don't have that ear. Like, I realized I don't have that. Like, I don't know what's the hit. You feel me? And somebody told me, shout out Coach Deuce. He was like, maybe that's actually a good thing. That me not knowing it helps me to stay consistent, to keep making records. Since I don't know what the hit's gonna be,
Mhm.
that humbles me to keep making more songs. Because, once you like, oh yeah, I know it's the record, you chill and you get the sense of cockiness. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm glad I don't know, and I don't want to know what's the hits, bro. I just want the people to let me know. Like, I'm just gonna sit back and focus on making the records. So hell yeah, man. This project,
That
man, it's
definitely
next.
sounds like championship logic to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us on Cap Notes. Thank you for watching episode 8 of Cap Notes. Check out Quality's new album, Why Would I Stop? And let us know what you think of it in the comments below. The link is once again going to be in the comments as well. If you are an artist who would like to appear on a future episode of Cap Notes, feel free to reach out to us via oldmilk.co or Instagram. Do us a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Old Milk Media, and check out all the Old Milk merch on oldmilk.co. That being said, we will be
Need the
back when
hat.
hip hop tells us to be, which is probably going to be this week because Pink Pantheress and Meek Mill and Rick Ross drop. So that being said, we'll be back when hip hop tells us to be, which I just told you where it's telling us to be. So that being said, we are out. Thanks for watching.